Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Jason. You're watching Backtrack Cinema, and this is a place where we rewind the movies that made us. I am excited about tonight's show, guys. We are going to be doing a 1981 horror ranking, collective ranking with my two good buddies, two awesome content creators, Davey Deathray and Matt Facci from Facci Cinema. So I am your number one source for retro action and horror. Well, maybe not your number one, but top 50. Give me top 50, guys. I would really like that. So and full house for me anyway, 12 people. You people are awesome. So let's just get going and all that. I'll bring up my buddies, Davey and Matt. You know these mofos here, guys.
What's happening, everyone?
So guys, how's everyone doing?
Doing great, buddy. Glad to be here, brother.
Oh, it's awesome.
I'm doing good. Yeah, I like this. I like wrapping it in with the 45th, anniversary celebration of these movies, and a couple of them I had never seen, and then a couple that I haven't seen since the 90s. So I jumped in and gave them another watch.
Well, I'm all about movie anniversaries. Love so I try to tackle whatever 50th, 45th, 40, 35, whatever, do streams and like that. And I thought this would be a cool idea. And a lot of these movies I never grew up with, to be honest. Some of them, but a lot of them were like the last 5 years since I started YouTube. I guess 6 years. I guess now me and Matt have been going hard on this. So yeah, this was a lot of going hard and
don't go soft on me now, but please go hard. Thank you.
But yeah, guys, this is going to be a collective ranking. So there's 10 movies I kind of picked and told the fellas here, but they were the popular ones. They're I don't think I missed out anything that was too
no.
Yeah, so and a lot of them were first time watches, but yeah, guys, this is going to be a great collab tonight, and let me just say hi to everybody. We got Paula Fitzhenry. How you doing,
Paula?
How you doing, Paula? We got Antonis. He says, "Hey there, Jason, Davey, and Facci." Who else we got? What's going on here? Let's Eddie Munson this thing. Paula says it's awesome. Skittles. Steph says, hi, I'm all alone. Where's everyone at? Oh, she was waiting. That's great. Well, people are actually getting excited. I like that.
Yeah.
Some guy named Davey Deathray. Yeah, there he is. And Matt.
Jerk.
Is it Facci? Facci.
Yeah.
It's Matt, the Facci monster.
Yeah, that's who it is. Yep.
Steph says Rocky. She follows up with Rocky. That must have been my intro there. We got can I just say the original BL01JP?
I like that.
He says, "Hi all."
Hello.
Gory Tiger, what's up, man? Glad you could make it, dude. Steph, what a handsome bunch. So sweet. Blu-ray says, "What's up, guys?"
What's happening, Blue?
And we have Blu-ray. Everyone's talking to each other. That's good. We got Peter Anthony. What's going on, buddy? Director of Rose Blood. He says, "What's up, Backtrack? What's up, buddy?
What's happening?
Glad you can make it."
What's up?
Horror Becomes Her says, "Hello."
Hey,
Corey.
Kim.
Stalker Kills says, "What's up?"
Oh,
we have Julie Lynn 19 says, "Hey everyone, how you doing?"
Hey, Julie.
Glad you can make it. Anyone saying hi? I want to make sure. Thank you, Brooke. Says, "Hey everyone, stab that like button."
Hey, Brooke.
Yeah,
guys, hit that friggin' like button. Come on, if you're watching after the fact, that's even cooler. Hit the hype button and the like button. How about it?
It, then hype it. Yeah, I just noticed this hype thing kind of thing. I've never even advertising this hype thing.
Leikenheimer.
It's the good old fashioned like and hype. It's free stuff you can do to support Jason and Backtrack Cinema. It costs a lot to bring Facci on. Like, I don't charge very much, but Facci has like a huge. His writer is like 3 pages of like this kind of candy for my kids and stuff like that. So, but whatever, I make it easy.
You gotta sign it.
Yeah. I'll be sending you the money, Facci.
Okay.
Garrett from Born to Be Rad's kicking it. What's happening, Garrett? Great to see you, man.
Oh, and
Well,
see this come in?
yeah, I love what Garrett does over there. Garrett, I have to live through you. I was telling my folks the other night, I have to live vicariously through you and Christian for all the physical media stuff.
Oh, it's so much.
All of it, but I gotta feel it's like physical media porn. If that can make everyone feel uncomfortable.
Have you seen that dude's basement?
It's insane.
I'm saying, like,
oh man, it's
I'm
so
like,
good.
I just daydream about. I'm like, one day I'm just gonna show up and be like, all right, you got to deal with me walking through your basement.
So nice.
Yeah, man. So I have set a super chat goal, everyone. I'm only asking for 5 in the next hour at $2. That's it. It would really help the channel a lot, but you guys don't have to do it. I mean, you're welcome to just sit and chill with us and have a good time. But I will do a 1982 horror ranking if we get that goal. So
Nice.
I'm ready to have a good time, guys, and so is this guy. I'm going to pop on the screen here.
This is great. I remember you said
One celebrates 40 years this year. How about it?
It's insane.
Good old Court.
Getting old.
$2 make
I love
her
how
holler.
oblivious he is. Yeah.
We got Stalker Kills. I'm watching Polaroid on Prime.
I haven't heard of that.
Alrighty then. All right, guys. So I'm going to be over on my slides here. So I'll try to get to your guys' comments, but while we're doing the ranking, I think we'll go from like each movie we do, guys. Then I'll answer the chat as best I can. As always, we need a background producer. That's what we need, but not today.
Oh my gosh, I know, isn't it? It's so
yeah. It can be difficult.
That's why supporting Backtrack Cinema with likes, hypes, and super chats is really cool because Jason's doing it all himself.
Yeah.
No company.
And I make it extremely difficult. So there you go.
All right, guys. So I've done the collective ranking here. So let's just blister through this. Have a good time and all that. So at number 10, everyone, is Happy Birthday to Me, and Davey, Matt, and myself are all out of 10 here. This was the one we liked the least. So Davey, I'll start with you. What's happening with this movie, man?
I think ultimately it's way too long. I think that's the biggest thing. So, of course, early 80s, they're trying to figure out the slasher formula. No one really knows the formula yet, right? We have the benefit of time to like go back and see like, oh yeah, why isn't this movie like quicker or whatever, but it's 81. I still think at an hour 50 minutes, this is way too long. Especially because even though we have a lot of time, a lot of it's used with scenes that just take a long time to happen because characters are making drawn out movements. So it's not as much of like the meaty stuff that I like in the plot, all the psychological stuff. It's not like we really get more of that. It's just very slow movements and just long-winded, not very interesting.
Yeah, it's I found it extremely slow. What's his name? Glenn Ford, though. I'm going, how much do you have to get paid to get him in here? Because he's a great Western actor from back in the 50s. He was the doctor who played the doctor. And
I recognize him. Yeah.
After watching at the end, I did like the end twist and everything like that. And it reminded me of what Eli Roth did in Thanksgiving, kind of with the going around the table and stuff like that. But yeah, so.
This is one of those movies we always talk about, like, man, why do they remake the classics? Why do they never remake the ones that like could actually use a little bit of a spit shine? And like, I think this could be maybe it has been remade like super low budge. I don't know, but I'm feeling like this one could use a little bit of a reboot. I think you could do this really well, but not the way they did it in 1981.
No. Right. Matt, anything to add?
It's very boring. And it's very slow and takes a long time for stuff to happen.
Yeah.
Yes, the third act it's fine, I guess, but it's just not for me. I bought it on Blu-ray because I like the case, but I watched it one time, never watched it again. So it's just not. I know people do like it. There are people out there that really like this movie. I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, had some of the stuff at the Legion at the beginning or whatever, drinking beer was kind of funny and stuff.
Mm.
And I just didn't gravitate to any of the characters really. And I know it's a slasher. We know how it's not about characters, but the best slashers have the really fun characters. I think we could
At
all
least a
agree to that.
couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least a couple that you're rooting for, right? Yeah, and this one, it just, yeah, I think there's a good movie in here. Like if you went in and you cut it down to like an hour 30, hour 32, it would probably be a lot more entertaining. I think there's good elements, but yeah, it just, final product's just boring.
Right.
Yep.
I did like the I know the shish kebab kill was the one everyone this movie's known for, and I thought it was okay, but I like the weightlifting scene actually. I thought that was because they kind of draw it out, and if you ever been lifting weights before, I mean, that'd be scary when someone just takes it away and just drops it on you.
Yeah. Oh, they draw it out. That's for sure. Yeah. This
What's going on,
killer's amazing at cleaning up really quickly too.
Yeah. Right. Alrighty. Okay. This I think you guys are just talking to each other. The scarf and the bike tire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's where they got it from. In Pet Cemetery too. They
shit, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, all right. So I guess it's not like, I don't think the movie's trash. Ranking these out of 10, it's an easy 10th place for me though.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
About everything. Yeah. It didn't help. Watched April Fool's Day like the week before, and that's like a kind of similar, in certain ways. A lot of fun.
I haven't seen it actually, but unfortunately, I already know the twist.
Yeah, I knew all that stuff too. Yeah, right? I mean, that's one of those things, right? Yeah, what can you do?
Amy Steele, baby.
All right, let's go to what do you guys think number 9 is? Texas Chainsaw Massacre in a Carnival, as I like to call it.
Yeah.
This was a first-time watch for me, and I have it at 9. Matt has it at 6, a little higher. Davey has it at 8. So, Matt, since you have this fairly high, do you like this one?
I do. I grew up with this one for some reason. It was always on
cool.
late night TV, and for some reason, I really dug it. I love, obviously, the carnival atmosphere is a huge plus for me. I love anytime you can get a carnival like that, and then a dark ride to boot. The little twist of thinking the killer is going to be one thing, and then it turns out to be something totally different when he takes the mask off. I think that was really cool. Yes, it's a little slow in the middle, but I think this one for me personally is just more nostalgia than actually it being something super amazing, because the kills are like, nothing great, really. It's just more atmosphere for me that I like, and the nostalgia part for me.
Yeah. Literally watched it yesterday, Matt, for the first time. And when Buddy took off his Frankenstein mask, I went, I know that face. Because that's being in the horror community. I go, oh, that's where this is what this movie is. That face and it was pretty cool. And I was a fan of Freaks. I'm a big fan of Freaks. I could see some of the influence here, especially with the freaking fucked up cows and everything like that, the screwed up animals.
Yeah.
It had some really good atmosphere, but I just thought the final girl was wasted and she was useless, because she had a Laurie Strode vibe to me. And I really enjoyed the beginning of the movie, where it's kind of like a play on Halloween at the beginning and Psycho in the shower. And it's the kid fucking with the sister.
Oh my god.
I thought that was so funny, man.
Dude, And a little bit of a fun, it had like the beginning of the movie, I was like, oh, this is like the Blob, the beginning of the Blob remake, where like everyone's getting ready to go out, like that kind of, like it's Friday night, you know what I mean? Yeah, this one is, I'll tell you what, if there's a movie, if Rob Zombie ever wants to dive in and do another reboot or remake, like I think Rob Zombie can make a really fun house movie. It seems to be right up his alley, and it has all that kind of weird stuff. I like weird Toby Hooper. I do, because he knows how to make me feel uncomfortable. So this one I ranked above my 9th place, because I just get a really creepy vibe from it. It's a little clumsy at parts, and I think the end is, especially clumsy. Just technically speaking, things could have gone better for them. But I admire the spirit and enjoyed this one. Dirty and grimy, gritty.
Well,
Gross.
it's definitely, you could almost say House of a Thousand Corpses is his
Yeah.
version of this. But
Mhm.
yeah, you gave
Okay.
him this material, he would have just run with this thing.
Mhm.
And like the Frankenstein giant guy there, he reminded me of Mice and Men, like it was
Oh yeah.
a fucked up of Mice and Men, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
it's a cool
yeah,
setup. It's like the setup is a really cool idea because,
Yeah.
you know, a traveling circus trying to hide, you know,
Right.
this murderer that's going around. Like, just I dug that. Yeah.
yeah. The beginning, the end, just the kind of the middle was losing me. It was a snore fest right in the middle there for
Yes.
me. And I do like carnival stuff too. I like seeing Kevin Conway in this though. I know him from Gettysburg, the
Mm,
big movie, the
I've,
war
I've
movie
seen that.
Gettysburg,
Yeah,
and
the
he's
Civil
really
War
good in that
movie. Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
So, but and me being a fan of Freaks, man, it just didn't have the characters that Freaks have. Like
Mhm.
Freaks is just full of great characters, right? So
They made their own freaks. I mean, they had like a fish guy, you know, all
Yeah.
sorts of great. You know, it's like, you know,
I love her real boobies in the shower.
Hell yeah.
who doesn't, right? God bless them. God bless the real ones. You know who you are out there.
The boobies.
You know.
But yeah, it was I'm glad I got another 80s horror movie off the list though. I've watched it.
Yeah.
So Horror Becomes Her says this is so strange, but I'm not seeing many of the comments in the chat, just on Backtrack screen. I'm not seeing anything by Steph at all. I think Matt's posting to his channel as well.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Sorry. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, honestly.
It's true, Dave. Like but even like, you know, I've noticed a lot of them weren't that long, you know, like
Not,
you know, hour 30 to hour 40,
perfect. Not 2 hours.
you know.
In the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're all
Yeah.
pretty hour and 35 minutes, right?
Something like that. Other
Yeah,
than
most of them, yeah.
Happy Birthday to me. Good God,
or-
y'all.
2 hours long.
Yeah.
Horror Becomes Her.
Jeez.
Oh, that makes sense. And also, guys, to just you can hitting the notification bell is what is really going to get you aware that all these live streams are happening. So just
Mhm.
put that out there.
Click it.
Notify me now. All right, coming in at number 8 is The Howling. This is one of my favorite posters
Yeah.
of all time. I absolutely love this. Davey has it at 7, Matt has it at 9, and I had it at 6. Now, this is the movie I did not get to rewatch, but I have seen it a few times. I'm a big D. Wallace fan, big werewolf fan. I do like this. I liked it the first time I watched it a lot more. The second time I felt the pacing a lot, and it's a very bizarre sex scene. but
Well, it seems to be a running theme for these fucking werewolf movies. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I know I may be put on the hot spot here, but I prefer this style of werewolf, the look, more than the werewolf in London. Not the change. I'm just saying the look. It was more like Dog Soldiers, where they're very
Oh, yeah.
upright.
Yeah,
They're big.
You
and
want
they're-
it when they stand, when it's a humanoid.
I seem to like that.
That
I
makes
don't know
more
what it is.
sense. That makes more sense that it would be a mix between a human and a wolf, right? That you wouldn't actually become a wolf, but you would become a man wolf.
Hybrid.
You know? Yeah, this one. So if I could go back, if I could turn back time, I would switch this with my number 6 because I looked at the list again today. I revisited it last night, and I think some of the weirder decisions in The Howling made me think, oh, this is a number 7. I don't think you can beat out my number 6. But then looking at it again today, I was like, you know what, though? I enjoyed The Howling more than I enjoyed my number 6. So I won't spoil it right now, and it's nothing where Jason has to redo it. I just wanted to come correct with you guys here. But yeah, this movie, for the most part, is a really cool idea. Secret society of werewolves, like having to expose this thing, and they're having inner turmoil of, do they act like animals or do they continue to pretend to be civilized so they can like keep their scheme going? And I love that kind of the politicking and all that. And oh my God, D. Wallace, so beautiful here.
Yeah,
what a fun movie.
The ending, I love the ending and the theme it's going for. Of even though they publicly announced this is what's happening, people still don't believe it. It's like even though, like, I don't know, maybe a political figure or something comes on and says, all of a sudden aliens are amongst them. We
Yeah.
wouldn't believe it. Let's be honest. We
Yes.
wouldn't believe it, even if it was true.
Yeah.
And she has the best. Does she not have the best fucking scream ever?
Yeah.
Like at the end there, I just love it. And when she just comes up, just like, that's freaking great.
And what's super cute about that is it's like they're all acting like, oh, it's the media is the boy that cried wolf. And then here there is literally a wolf crying and they don't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is like next level kind of social commentary from The Howling. I mean, it's pretty cool. Like Joe Dante, you can totally see the skills he has on display here that would lead him to greater success and bigger features down the road because he's really good at making. I mean, this movie looks amazing. Like the glow of the lights and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just a beautiful looking movie. It's got a 70s vibe in 1981, and I really dig that.
Yeah, for sure. Blu-ray says Ginger Snaps and American Werewolf in London are my top 2 werewolf movies. It's fair.
Ginger Snaps is great.
Horror Becomes just says whenever werewolf movies come up, I have to throw Wolf up so bad it's good.
Wow. Yeah.
Vanderhoff says the ending with D Wallace is like, oh my god, awesome. Yeah, that's an iconic moment in her career. That scene, man, for sure.
How about
this lady is turning into a werewolf?
How about a remake of this or a reboot or something? And like, I'm just from the look and everything, I'm like, oh my god, Florence Pugh as Karen.
That would work.
Like
That'd
she's
be
got
like
that look.
Actually, you know what? It would be. It feels like an A24 production would take this.
Yeah, and it has social commentary. I know we look at it now and the silly things I think kind of can sort of leave you feeling mixed about the movie, but I think the stuff that works in the movie works really well. Sorry, Matt. I talked the whole time.
You're good, man.
You get to say anything about it.
I don't have anything to say about this movie, to be
honest.
honest.
Talk about The Howling.
I watched it
boobs.
Watched it one time.
Boobs?
Wasn't for me. Didn't like it.
Blu-ray says, have any of you guys watched the Howling sequels? I haven't, but I think I might though.
No.
I think I saw the second Howling like probably right after I saw this one. I was in like middle school, so it was like HBO at somebody's house. I don't remember it being very good, the sequel being like super ridiculous.
Your sister's a werewolf. I think that's what the second one is.
Something like that. And I think it's got like orgy werewolf sex and stuff. So
wow.
You know, I was in like 7th grade. It was the perfect time to be watching stuff like that.
Movie ever.
Yeah, exactly.
I asked my wife the other day, I said, would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf? Of course, she picked vampire. She goes, I don't want to be hairy. I would want to be a werewolf. And she's like, you're not touching me then.
I'd be a werewolf too.
I'd go werewolf.
Werewolf? I don't know. Being a vampire might be all right.
Sparkly one.
No. I am a night owl, so I just stay away during the day. Shoot videos in a basement.
No
Go live at night on my phone, flying around.
Sweet.
Biting
Yeah,
people.
man. It's. I still have a good time with that post. Like I already said, here I'll pull it up again here. I think this is just a fantastic poster.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Number 7, The Burning.
Wow.
We got Davey at 9, Matt at 5, and me at 7, and I have the right answer. Lined up at 7. So I don't know, let's go. Since you have this near the bottom, Davey, let's hear your thoughts first.
I was just so underwhelmed with this movie. I bought it blind a few years ago, popped it in thinking that I was going to see something like, transformative or some, super special early 80s slasher that like went above and beyond and did some different stuff. And, the raft scene is cool and everything. And it's awesome to see actors like Jason Alexander, like really early on. Like there is a certain can't look away quality to The Burning. And, the revenge whodunit thing, I think like I dig that. This movie just ultimately, every guy is a total creep that's like trying to look at women in the shower or pressure women into having sex. And then you see that Harvey Weinstein wrote the story and it's like, okay, that tracks, that makes sense.
Big surprise.
But just something, but like, and usually this stuff doesn't like distract me so much. I think it's so heavy handed in The Burning that I felt taken out of the experience of just watching a movie.
Yeah, I find it completely sleazy, this movie. Like to the
Sure.
point where like you're saying like you say, Davey, it's just like I can't stand the guys in this. Like they're
Yeah.
all douchebags, right? And I guess that you like their kills a bit more. Good kills though.
Yeah.
Cool villain, and it's ripe for a remake. It is ripe.
It is.
To see
A
the
lot of
kids
these
out of
are.
camp, to see
Yeah.
all the kids out of camp, like we need a Friday the 13th movie
To
that
do
mixes the
that.
burning with the Friday
Mhm.
with a Friday the 13th. I think that would be a stellar idea. But yeah, I do like this movie. I do have a good time with it. The kills are great and everything like that. Like with his hedges and
Mhm.
the way he kills what's his name, the goofball freaking Glazer, I think his name is.
Laser.
Yeah, he sticks him against the tree and everything like that.
Mhm.
But it's almost like you're this is too, it was too sleazy. It was too.
Yeah.
I mean, the way these guys get mad when they get turned down, I'm like, oh, are you literally pouting and whining?
Dude,
Oh
yeah,
my
it's
god.
it's a bit much. And I will say this, like one thing that kind of like, pushes my bias a little more is the legacy of the burning isn't that great. It didn't spawn anything. Nothing came of it. And so that affects some of the, you might ask yourself at the end of my ranking, like, why did you put this that high? And it's like, well, I watched that movie a lot because it's part of this awesome thing.
Yeah.
Whereas the burning is just kind of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had a thought too. I forgot it. It's all right.
Jaeger
about this movie.
Hosmer, Jaeger Hosmer, I think Friday the 13th, 1980 is better than The Burning. I do. Yeah. I might not have felt that way my whole life, but I've really warmed up to the original Friday the 13th.
I think it's way
really like
better.
it a lot.
I think it's way better than The
And
Burning.
it's got a really good legacy. It's got a really good legacy.
I do like this movie, The Burning. Oh, was that the little geek Alfred? Is it Alfred? When he sees prophecy through the window and he does this, I laughed out loud with me and my wife watching it when he goes, oh. It's just he's so animated. It was pretty funny, man. You got a young Fisher Stevens from Short Circuit. In this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like So yeah, Matt, sorry, go ahead.
You're
I know
good,
you
man.
like this one.
You're good. I mean, I like it. I thought I liked it more than I actually do. Once again, really love the setting. Sucker for camp slashers. Second, it's very fast paced. It gets going and then it's over. That's what I like. I used to think it was better than the original Friday the 13th, but I've come a long way on the original, so I wouldn't say that anymore. Cropsy's great. I just don't think probably wasn't in the budget to show him any more than we got him, unfortunately. The raft scene, iconic. Obviously the best thing in this entire movie.
Yeah.
Kills were cool. Tom Savini was there for those, so it makes sense that they would look good. Definitely, like we said, if any of these movies, this one probably deserves a remake. Give it a fresh take. Just don't CGI burn him like we did Freddy in 2010, and we'll be in great shape. So
yeah,
just do that, and you'll be okay.
Yeah, I think there's a lot here that you can do, like completely reimagine it. Keep the summer camp slasher thing happening and flesh things out more and not make it as sleazy. I mean, you're gonna have your. I think it's because some of the girls look so young, and I'm just like it's only you feel guilty watching it. Like
it just seems to be happening in almost every other scene. I think too is like, okay, another scene where somebody's being pressured into having sex or in a shower being peeped on, or it was just like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, you know what? They're remaking Sleepaway Camp. They're bringing back, was it Rob Hiltzer, the original director? Maybe if the Sleepaway Camp remake does well, then maybe we get another Burning. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, pretty much, Dave. I mean, yeah, this is, every male character is like Harvey Weinstein's proxy in this one.
Hey, Jamie, what's going on? How you doing?
What's happening, Jamie?
Speaking of Jamie Hart, guys, me and her are talking in the background of doing a show. I think it's going to knock all your guys' socks off. I'm going to be bringing Jamie on in the future. We don't got a date set yet, but we're going to pick Jamie's brain all night of what it felt like seeing all these classic horror movies in the theater.
Oh,
so
sweet.
I want you guys to stay tuned for that. And I'm so excited because I didn't get to see all this stuff in the theater. So seeing like all these Yeah, I mean, me and her have been talking in the background, and I am so excited for that conversation. I can't tell you.
Nostalgia story time. I love it.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. We're doing oh right. What's next? Okay, number 6 as a collective is The Prowler. Davey had it at 4, Matt 7, me 8. I guess I'll go first on this one. This movie is a bit of a snore fest for me. I love the beginning and the again, the middle of these movies sometimes. I just didn't really like the pacing. I think Joseph Zito figured it out in the final chapter. Great kills though. Like you could tell the MPAA was not on people's asses yet. The way he lingered on a lot of these kills, I thought was fantastic. I like the old war soldier. I still find it kind of odd that the guy gets dumped and he goes on this killing spree. Right? I think he.
What?
I think
never had your heart broken, Jason? You marry your high school sweetheart?
Everyone.
What happened?
I don't think I'd go postal though. Maybe just give him something a little bit more. But when I first watched this movie, I figured out who exactly. Like the fact that the sheriff left, I went, "It's him.
Wow,
it's him." Like I figured
Spoiler
it out.
alert.
Ruined everything.
If you haven't seen this movie by now, guys.
Yeah, Kim is in there saying she hasn't seen The Prowler.
Is that new?
Yeah.
Oh man.
It is relatively obvious.
Should I apologize or should I not? Really?
I was just joking, dude. I was just joking. I don't think anyone's
45 years old.
But he gives you like 2 kills right away. Like the guy gets his skull caved in with the knife, and the girl in the shower. Both brutal kills, and then it kind of just meanders a lot. And I figured like in final chapter he kind of figures that out a lot. Like he's giving you a kill every I don't know. Was it every 10 minutes maybe? Is that something like that? So a little bit of pacing, a little bit of a snore fest. I don't like the final girl. I just think I wish they would have had Amy Steele in this as well.
Imitation Ginny.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. But I do like again, Davey. I think this would be a good remake. I think it's right for a remake because you could do an Afghanistan soldier now. You could do whatever you wanna do with it.
Exactly.
And I do think it had some qualities I liked. But for the most part, it was just some characters that just lacked for me. But man, I will not take this. Maybe 1981 may have some of the best kills in horror, like these movies. Like there's some brutal kills that are, especially with the gunshot at the end and everything like that.
It blows up.
So
yeah.
So Davey, you had this pretty high.
Yeah, I really dig this one, and I'm totally aware. Yeah, I mean, in the middle, it does like there are pacing issues and everything. I mean, there are moments that even when I watch it, like I'm like, yeah, this is not moving along very fast. However, I love the look of the Prowler. I think the look is awesome. I like the really cool kind of glow, like the look of the film and everything, especially like in that intro. It's got this really nice kind of a Christmas story kind of look to it and everything like that. The kills are really amazing. I love the way the blood looks. I like that we really get to linger on it. That swimming pool kill, especially, I really dig. And yeah, I think this is one that would make a really good remake. And I ranked this above another movie that's very similar. But I also really like the whole, like, you're not allowed to celebrate this thing. And then the people are like, we're finally going to celebrate it after 35 years. And someone's like, I'll show you. Like, I like that kind of aspect here, which is very similar to another movie on the list. They feel very much alike and they're both really good. But I'll pick the Prowler.
There's a rat scene too, just like in Friday 2. Like the similarities I saw. It's kind of amazing how they're all got the same things going on, even though they were filmed like they wouldn't have known what was going on with each other's movies.
They would have no idea.
No, it's kind of fun. Freaking girls, hiding in the little rat there.
Yeah.
But Matt, you want to add anything?
It was. I mean, the killer look is unique. It's weird, but it's unique enough. Makes it a good double feature with another movie that's going to be on this list later on.
It's true.
They go pretty well together. Main thing about this movie, some of the coolest kills you're going to see in the 80s. The cons, it's very slow and boring. And Yeah, not the final girl, and then her cop buddy or whatever he is. It just doesn't. He's like digging shit up at a cemetery, I think, at some point in this movie. I don't know what the hell's going on. And then go back to the house, then some more kills take place. I don't know. And then they took the mask, well, whatever he's wearing off, and I was just like, who the fuck is that guy? I was like, who is that?
Totally forgot.
And
then
like,
Thanksgiving went and ripped it off.
They're like, yeah, that's that guy. I was like, I don't know. I couldn't have told you who that is. But, it's a good enough watch. I think you should at least watch it one time to get it under your 80s slasher belt, but it's not really one that I go back to that often.
Well, there's that one scene where Buddy's phoning for the sheriff. The big guy's he's playing solitaire. But that could have been a 30-second scene. Like they draw it out to like it feels like forever. Even my wife is like, this is boring, Jason.
It happens.
Not
it
wrong.
happens.
But man, it does have some good qualities, though. I'm not going to completely smash it. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, number 5, guys. American Werewolf in London. Davey has it at 6. Matt 4. Me 3. So, Davey, this didn't work for you this time, did it?
No, it didn't. And this is the one I would switch with. I would put The Howling in front of this. Like that would be like an adjustment I would make, because I think this movie is tonally all over the place. I don't know what this movie is trying to be or what it thinks it is. I don't know that John Landis really knew what he was doing here, actually. And I don't think the movie looks as good. Like it's not as well shot as something like The Howling. Like I think Joe Dante has a better eye behind the camera and all that kind of stuff. I didn't like our lead. I did not care for David Kessler. I'm like, who is this guy and why should I like him? I love the nurse and the doctor. Like I liked all that stuff. And the more serious elements I really liked. Transformation, the wolf stuff at the end and all that. Like I really dug that. But then it just goes right back to it ends kind of on a joke. And I was like, the fuck did they just do? They have this beautifully tragic moment and then they kick into Blue Moon again. The soundtrack was dreadful. Every song being about wolves or the moon. What the fuck? Yeah, come on, American Werewolf in London, you could do better than that. I know I sound like I hate it, but man, the effects make it totally worth it. And the guy that plays the friend, love him.
I had a hard time. Like I have this at 3, but I have qualms with it too. I've always like I do like it. I love the atmosphere of the beginning, everything, but I just think there's a really unbalanced comedy horror tone to this film that maybe it's a British thing. I don't know. Like
but John Landis is American. I mean, it's weird. It's like this scene is this style and that scene is that style. They don't really mix too much. It's like 2 different movies. I don't know. Matt,
and
what do you got?
It's just one of those things. Like I don't know. I just find that the tones are conflicting, especially when he's talking to his buddy and I get it. The themes of guilt. This guy's guilty for running from his friend. I love the themes that are running through it. It's just the tonal thing with me that keeps. And I'm not huge on the werewolf look. Like when he's full blown werewolf. I don't know what it is.
He walks real slow.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I mean, I'd probably get in shit for this, but I mean, people rag on Silver Bullet. You know what I mean? But when the priest or the minister changes into the wolf, it's actually pretty good. You know what I mean?
So Silver Bullet's fun enough. Yeah, I think that's a fun enough movie. I think this one's like the stuff that worked for me in An American Werewolf in London is why I put it at number 6 initially, right? And then when I thought about the 2 movies, comparing it to The Howling, I was like, well, I think I just like the way The Howling looks, and I like that there's kind of like an underlying message. Like it has something to say. An American Werewolf in London is a really fun movie. I don't really know what it has to say, but it's there and people love it. Well,
it's awesome. I would say it's just mostly this guilt he has. And then it is a tragic ending. You're right. It's really tragic. It's like
and then blue moon. And I'm like, what the fuck did they just do?
Yeah, like
oh my god, they're trying to make me laugh now. I was loving the ending, and he just like shattered me away from it. Anyway,
it's like the Fly, such a consistent tone.
Mm.
Like you're just like, what did I just watch after that?
yeah,
I don't know. I think that's what most people are going to be like with you either love American Werewolf in London, or you're like I do like this movie. Like, don't get me wrong, guys. I love this movie. In fact, it terrified me as a kid. Like, this is one of the ones I saw as a kid, but it's not the scenes you think. It's the scene where he goes all white.
Yeah.
All pale, and he's like this. And there's where she opens the curtains.
Yeah.
And the army, the decomposed army guy comes out. That scared me for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like the idea that after he's been bit, he's having these dreams. It's almost like the wolf blood is running through him, and it's kind of coming out in his dreams and all this kind of stuff. But sorry, Matt.
You're good.
You love it, right?
Yeah, I do love it. You got the army werewolf guys that makes no sense because it's in his dream. They're just fucking wasting everybody with machine guns. So that's always a plus. Who doesn't dream about that? First off, Silver Bullet is the best werewolf movie ever. So just wanted to talk.
Oh wow, there you go.
So
some Corey Haim love. All right,
so good. Gary Busey, love it. But we're not talking about it because if it was here, it'd be like number one. But it's not here. So
the guy that's the preacher was in Twin Peaks. So there you go, Jamie. Twin Peaks mentioned. He's really good, but I can't remember the actor's name. He's so awesome
too, but I can't think of his name. I don't know. But werewolf design's great. Transformation scene's great. I was late to the party on this one. I honestly didn't see this movie till about 2 years ago, I'd say. But I don't know. I have a good time with it. Probably watch it at least once a year. It's probably my second favorite werewolf movie of all time.
Right.
So I do like all the goofy songs, and I like the naked American man stole my balloon. I like that. I don't know why. Wakes up butt ass naked in the zoo. What is he next to? The lions? Tigers?
He's with the wolves.
Is he? Okay. They're like licking his balls and shit. Yeah, it's good stuff. I don't know if that ever happened, but it'd be funny if it did. So I like it. It's a blast.
Well, and it's got, speaking of awkward sex scenes, like it might be as awkward as The Howling, because The Howling has an animated thing at the end of it. Man, it's really awkward in An American Werewolf in London. And it's almost like, did John Landis direct Kentucky Fried Movie? Do you guys know if he did?
I heard something like he directed the porn movie that's playing in the screen.
Okay, okay, so it's the Abrams brothers, I think, that did Kentucky Fried Movie. But it's so funny because it reminds me of like the jokey sex scenes that they put in for comedy in Kentucky Fried Movie. And in this movie, I'm like, oh, we're getting to see it all. We're getting to watch the whole shower. Here we go.
Yeah, everything. You just met that lady, by the way, and they're already banging. They're in love.
She gives him like the rundown. She's like, listen, I've slept with 7 people. 3 of them have been one-night stands. I've not done more than 4 positions in my life.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you've hardly said anything to me, but for some reason, I just got to all over you.
We're going to bang.
Yeah.
Everett McGill. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Where would you like to sleep?
And
Mr.
I must give a shout out to, I'm going to screw her name up, but the nurse, Jenny. Oh,
I know what you're talking. She's in Child's Play too. She's in Child's Play too.
Great legs, man. Mom. Great legs. Billy just said, which werewolf transformation is the best, Howling or An American Werewolf in London?
American Werewolf.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But man, Rob Bottin did great work on Howling. Like,
those scenes are way too long. Like, if that's how long it takes, run away from the damn thing. It's like 2 minutes. Yeah. He did do that. Hey, what's up, Allie?
Allie.
Glad you could make it.
Yeah, I don't think the Howling's transformation is bad. I just started noticing, man, I've been watching this for a while. It's time to like get on with it,
Oh, a leg man.
Hey, we're all leg men. We like it all. We like it all, Steph.
And they lead to
that's the secret.
What's Al Pacino say? Scent of a woman, legs. Doesn't matter. It's what's in between them.
Oh my god!
I love that.
Damn.
Moving on. No, I'm just.
Hey, man.
I'm just
What's it
fucking with
called?
you.
No, there's no restrictions here, man. This is an adult show, everyone. Do not let your children watch me.
It's gonna be a no holds barred horror conversation.
All right.
The ultimate
Number
cage
4,
match.
my boy Matt, you're gonna lead us off with this one.
Oh, wow.
My Bloody Valentine. Matt's number 1, guys. Davey number 5, and me number 5. So Matt, I know you've always really loved this one.
I have.
Did you grow up with this one?
Not when I was younger, but probably within, I'd say, like the past 10 years. Saw it for like the first time and been in love with it ever since. I think the Miners look is what does it for me, to be honest. I just think it's so unique and so creepy in its own right. And it could, I mean, like any other killer, it could be anyone, but it's just like a blue collar guy that works at the local mine. And I live like kind of in like a blue collar town / area. So had a connection with that as well. I love all the characters. They actually seem like they're really friends and they really do hang out. Unlike other movies that try to make this group of friends and you're like, why the fuck are they together? You know, none of these people are going to be real friends if it was real life. But this one, you get it. The one guy kind of reminded me of my uncle, Hollis. So I liked him a lot just for that reason alone. Cool kills, especially if you get the unrated one. If you're going to watch the edited one, they're fine. But the unedited one, whoo, brilliant. Plus, they gave a good remake later on, so that's a bonus too. Like we said, they keep remaking movies that don't need remade instead of ones that should get remade. But I like them both, the remake and this one. And this is my favorite non-franchise slasher of all time. So of course I'm gonna have it number 1 of 1981, even though another movie is pretty close to number 1 as well. But this one just beat it out. If you know, you know.
I'm about to beat it out of you, mister.
Holy shit.
Well, this one actually has gone up for me every time I watch it. I remember giving this only 2.5 out of 5 at one time. Then I had Matt on to do a watch party of it, and somehow it rubbed off on me, or Matt's rubbed off on me. His passion for this
he'll
film.
do that. You know what? There's a cream that will get rid of that flakiness, Matt.
Wow.
And Jason, you probably have it too. So
wow.
And you know,
I'm pretty sure I gave it to you.
Yeah.
It's so itchy.
Being Canadian myself, and I don't live in the East Coast, but I about as blue collar as you get. So I think the characters in this, Matt's right. They're awesome. They're really good characters. Great Valentine's movie, and of course you're going to have a love triangle with a Valentine's movie. Could have been more fleshed out. Sure, it could have been more fleshed out, but just them partying, you know, out in the mines and being, you know, acting the way they do, and you know, joshing each other and the kills. I love that gag with the guy in the bars warning them, and he sets the trap up. And he's like
over and over.
And he closes the door.
He keeps on, he keeps
and then
on
the
doing
miner's
it.
there, and he puts him right up the chin through the mouth and everything like that. I love that. So yeah. So I guess I got to thank Matt for making me like this a little bit more, because I actually dig it. Like I had a lot of fun watching this.
You got to thank Matt for what Mark from Saturn Video calls the Facci rub.
Wow.
There you go.
Two-handed. Here we go. Let's do this.
Yeah. You got to crack the pepper. Let's go.
Jamie says it's not my favorite either, Carrie. Not when I turn off it's on TV. Davey, what do you think of this one?
This one's really fun. Yeah, I really like My Bloody Valentine. I don't know what it is. Like, you know, I think the Prowler edges it out. They were right next to each other, 5 and 4. And I think I'm giving it to the Prowler because of the gore. And I know there's an unrated version of My Bloody Valentine. It's tough to find. As far as like streaming, you're gonna find the version that's kind of neutered. Unfortunately, it's still a really good movie, and it's still got some gore and some great moments and everything like that. So I think it was really tough for me to pick between the Prowler and My Bloody Valentine. I think it's kind of a coin flip. I love the same stuff Matt was saying. The cast feels like they hung out for like a month before they started shooting. I grew up in a small town in Southeast Alaska, and it felt a lot like the kind of groups of people I would see out there, or even my own friend group when I was in my early 20s. So yeah, I thought this one was really good. I would love to see this turn into a franchise. It's too bad that it never has. So hopefully the next time with Blumhouse, I think they get it right, and we get more of Harry Warden. or whoever it is.
That's a cool name too, Harry Warden. And like I like the big guy with the mustache and everything. I thought he was a
Hollis.
Is that
cool
Hollis?
character.
Yep.
Yeah, Hollis. And
So,
some of the finest ladies in a slasher in this, man.
Yes.
Okay, I starred a comment because I wanted to get to it because there's a question. Jaeger Hosmer says, "What do you guys think of the remake?" I dig the remake. I know there's some people who don't like it, but I love Jensen Ackles.
Yeah,
I like how they twisted.
That's the funniest thing I've heard all night.
Yep.
Sorry.
I like how they.
I know I'm a big jerk.
I like how they did the twist on the twist. Even though I hated Axel in the remake, and the fact that he got away where he was almost shed into some good light, I thought was kind of like, but still, I liked it. What do you guys think of the remake? I know Matt's already touched on it, but Dave, you like the remake?
Yeah, it's all right. I don't think Jensen is I think he's a TV guy. I don't think he really translates to film. Like he's got like one kind of look, you know. I'm not even the biggest fan of Kerr Smith, but I think he does a little bit better here. It feels like a WB production, like the way it looks and the value. It's sort of, I know it has those actors and it just sort of feels like that. So I do appreciate some of the gore, and I saw it in the theater. Checks in the mail, Jamie, and saw it in theater 3D, and it was pretty fun and everything. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I still think it needs to be done like the right way, if that makes sense. I think Thanksgiving got really close to being that kind of movie. That's why
that movie did nothing for me. I am not an Eli Roth fan.
Ooh, I can't wait to rub that one off on you, Jason. We're doing.
I don't think it's gonna happen because I was like,
I'm a pretty good rubber.
When we watched this, I was like, this is a pretty bad movie, man. I was just like, I just did not connect with the movie.
Wow.
I thought it was ridiculous, that opening. Maybe because I'm not American and the Black Friday thing just didn't. I don't
you guys don't have like shopping crazes there in Canada?
Not like you guys. You guys are fucking out to lunch with that. Like,
wow.
You guys kill people over stuff.
You guys have hockey games. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Hockey game.
Just getting from the bar to the Maple Leafs game, and people just trampling over each other.
Give me some of that cold beer, eh?
Yeah.
Come on, eh?
Molson.
I got to get this one from Steph. That sounded really inappropriate.
I'm a good rubber. Sounds so wrong.
All right. Number 3. The Evil Dead. This is Davey's number 1. Matt has it at 8. We're going to have to give him a wedgie there, Davey. And I had it at 2. All right, Davey, you can take off with this one since I know you're an Evil Dead guy.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked about this movie so much. Everyone's probably already heard me say the things I'm about to say, but it's a top 5 movie for me. I saw this when I was like 16 years old, and it kind of just like blew the doors off of what I thought was, possible in filmmaking. I had never seen a movie like The Evil Dead before watching The Evil Dead, and it just kind of it seemed like punk rock. Like I was in my punk life at that point. I was playing in my own band. I'd been listening to the music for years, and I loved that kind of like way of thinking and everything. And all of that was visually represented, and I guess audibly as well in certain scenes in The Evil Dead. I was like, man, there's only a handful of people making this beautiful piece of art. And yes, technically it doesn't have very many advantages other than Sam Raimi's style, but the way, the low budge is all over the place in this movie, but God, I find it so charming. And it's one of the best movies I've ever seen. It's the most punk rock movie of all time. Fucking Evil Dead.
I am an Evil Dead fan, but I'm an Evil Dead 2 guy. That's what brought me to the franchise. Like, I love Evil Dead 2 to death.
Yeah.
If I was to rank Evil Dead, I think you might be upset with my ranking, Davey, because I probably wouldn't.
I never would.
Like the first one, I don't know what it is. The reason it's so high here is just that it just outweighs the other movies for me. But I want to like this movie a lot more. But seeing Ash take a back seat kind of to the Scotty and all that, I like I said, I'm an Evil Dead 2 fan. When I watch this, I'm like, why are you getting in on the action there? And I get it, he's scared and everything. But man, this is a blood gore fest. What I really noticed about it this time is how he got all these cool camera shots. Like he's
Yeah.
constantly moving the camera and putting it in different angles and doing what he has to make it different, and it's chaotic. And I love that shot where Ash is walking across the room and you see the girl in under the cellar just kind of sitting there like this, like it's the camera's at his legs, so it's on the floor. And I've read too that Sam Raimi like strapped the camera on a piece of 2x6, and there was one guy at one end, one guy on the other, and they would run with it. That's how they were getting these, like like
they made their own
budget,
Steadicam.
but it feels bigger. Does it feel bigger to you? Sometimes, like the way he got some cool, almost looks like a crane shot, and like
it's so ambitious. It's one of the most ambitious movies I've ever seen, and I will reward ambition even if everything doesn't look perfect. I'll be very upfront about that as far as being a film fan goes.
But yeah, it is, and the rape scene is really like,
whoa.
Oh my god, you watch it now, you're just still like freaking
busting
like,
out
this
the
is
R word.
this is brutal, man.
It is rough.
Yeah.
It's a horror film. People need to remember that. And it was 1981. And the movie is called The Evil Dead. So we don't need to expect good things from these spirits. R word kind of things is what they're into, I guess.
But it is pretty dirty. It's pretty grimy.
Yeah.
It can be fun. I've just always been an Evil Dead 2 guy a lot more. I just feel like the balance is better. Because people say, well, Evil Dead's a straight up scary, horrible. I don't find it is. When the girls start giggling as the Deadites and everything, and when every time Ash like screams, I'm just laughing. Like I don't. I find it funny too. The first one, like, has a blend of fun, but it's almost like he's not like he hasn't figured out the tone as much. Like I just think Evil Dead 2 is just a better balance for me. And it's probably nostalgia too, though, because I saw that first. A buddy brought it over, and I was just in love with the franchise. But I do like this movie. Oh, well, clearly, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And the gore, some of the effects, like when she's scratching at his leg from the ground, when his girlfriend, I think, all the blood coming out of his leg and everything. That was pretty. It's gruesome stuff.
Dude, the pencil in the ankle, that still makes me cringe. You know, it still hurts.
The card game.
Really good movie, but Fachi hates it, and I want to know why. Tell me why you hate it, Fachi.
I saw it one time.
Oh,
wasn't a fan. Another one of those movies just boring me, to be honest. It was very dated. I was late to the party on it, so I didn't really watch it until a couple years ago. I've already saw the remake, whatever. It's a remake. I don't want to hear it's a fucking requel. It's not even related. I just watched that one today again. It's like 20 times better than the original, in my opinion. I just don't care. I just don't enjoy it at all. I don't laugh. I'm not scared. It looks very cheap, which obviously it was cheap, so I get it, but it's just, it does not work for me in any way, shape, or form. Hot take, I know. Probably should have been last in my ranking instead of Happy Birthday to Me, because that's a slasher-ish.
Oh, wow.
But, but I can't, because that movie's fucking boring as balls. So, I'm just not a fan. Hot take, I know. Sue me. I don't really like Evil Dead 2 either.
Really?
Evil Dead Rise was fine.
Army
of Darkness was a good time. That was a good time. That's not a horror movie at all. So, yeah, I
like that the first 3 movies all have a different tone. It's a cool progression from horror to straight comedy.
Sorry, Mark.
You know, it's a really interesting thing that trilogy does. But I'm very excited to see where they take the franchise.
It's got to be one of the most consistent horror franchises. That's what I like about it. Like I get enjoyment out of them all, and I think the remake, Evil Dead 2 is my favorite. So the remake would probably sit second for me. I love the remake. See, the remake really got under my skin, and I thought the performances was good, and I thought he did a great job, Fede Alvarez, with that movie. He really honored it too. I thought
That's my second favorite because I'm more of like the serious side of the franchise. But when I first watched them, it was only the first 3 movies, and Evil Dead 2 was my favorite when I saw them originally when I was like 16 or whenever that was. Watched them all in one night.
Oh my goodness, never seen Evil Dead, Paula Fitzhenry.
It's pretty hardcore, Paula. It is one of those movies where there's a lot of blood, a lot of crazy stuff.
Thinking outside the box a lot. This the way they filmed it, and that like the girl that's coming up out of the cellar all the time. I love that part. I think it's one of my favorite horror moments. But this sometimes seeing Ash, like he's like, hit him. He grabs the axe from him. He starts hacking up. But it gives him a good arc. I get it, right?
Yeah. Well, and like the cool thing is, if you just like imagine you're only seeing that movie, it's 1981. You're going to check out the premiere, and you think Scotty is the hero. So I think it's kind of cool that they pull a little bit of like a Hitchcockian thing where Ash becomes the hero in the 3rd act because he's the only one that's not like been possessed yet.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that. I love that there is this big, the first time I watched it, I knew about Army of Darkness, and I'm like, when's he gonna be cool? And it's kind of cool that we get to see that progression. But man, he does have an issue with bookcases. I'll give you that. Like, what's going on with the bookcases, Ash? Come on, dude. Come on.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, it's a fun time. I see why you like it so much, Davey, with the whole punk rock vibe, and it's fun.
It's sort of like I listened to a lot of records growing up that maybe didn't sound the best, but they sounded real and like raw and like just full of energy. And I get the same experience from watching The Evil Dead. It like charges me up.
Yeah, it's true, man. Like it's definitely different. Like the Evil Dead movies are definitely different, man. I could see why people love them. I love them. Makes me want to
do the Facci rub.
Wow. The pepper grinder.
Oh my God.
But see, with Evil Dead 2, to me, it's like, yet there's a lot of comedy going on, but it's so terrifying at the same time of what's happening to him. Like, you know what I mean? Like the whole mind fuck thing where all the animals are laughing and everything, and then all of a sudden nothing's there, and he's in his chair and he just screams. I think that's just like, I like the whole mind. We're not okay. You just chopped up your girlfriend.
I think it's pretty funny. Okay. I think I get what you're saying. Evil Dead 2 brings the gore and everything, but I think it's pretty funny. And the show kind of had that same sort of like formula,
What's going on? Kill the credits. Glad you can make it.
Keelan.
All right. Let's move right along here. We got Halloween at number 2. Davey had it at 3. Matt at 3. I have it at 4. We're pretty even here, guys. So Davey, Halloween 2.
Yeah. I mean, come on. It's Michael Myers. I couldn't it's not going to beat out The Evil Dead because The Evil Dead is one of my absolute favorites of all time. But, Halloween 2, I love that it picks up right after that first film, all that stuff. Dick Warlock does a good job, picking things up from Nick Castle. There's some pacing issues in the, end of the 2nd act, beginning of the 3rd act. And, say what you want about the lore if you don't like the brother-sister thing. I mean, I think it works. I get it. So, this one was pretty high up there. So it's fucking Michael Myers. It's going to be up there.
Michael Myers.
Matt, I know you love this movie.
I actually...
No, not as much?
No, I don't. It's in the middle of my franchise ranking. I enjoy it.
Same.
But I mean, it's Michael Myers. Like, of course, I'm gonna pick him above a lot of other things. I've grown to appreciate this one a lot more upon multiple rewatches. It's not like every Halloween I'm not gonna skip Halloween 2. Of course, I'm gonna pop it right in.
Oh yeah,
and give it a watch. Great kills. We get the robotic Michael, but it makes sense. I mean, he's got the shit beat out of him and knocked off a fucking 2-store balcony. So of course he's fucking walking like a robot. He's sore. Come on. We get the hot tub scene. Frank Riker, if you're listening, I know you love it so much. That's a good scene. You get Bud
Smoke show.
Yeah, Bud singing a song. Amazing Grace, come sit on my face. Good stuff. Good characters.
Yeah.
Fun time. I know people say it drags in the middle. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really drag for me. It's just it's at a hospital. It's creepy. It's boring. It's atmospheric. Um, and it's Michael fucking Myers. Okay, Donald
Yeah.
Pleasance is maybe his best performance in the entire franchise. I don't know. Maybe. Just saying. In that final act, I mean, come on, the hospital blowing up,
Mhm.
Yeah.
walking through the glass. So many iconic moments at the end of that film. So it had to
So
be up
what
pretty
is
high.
surprise finger in the butt? Is that
Oh,
that classic moment?
Damn it! I love the surprise finger in the butt. It's so good. The clogs fell right off. That's how good it was. She
But
loved it.
I think the best kill is the air injected into the skull.
Oh,
Michael coming out
out
of
of the
the
red.
darkness, and
Yeah,
he's like
it's a
that
good moment.
yellow kind of light, and just that is a moment where he looks just like he did in the first movie. It is a very beautiful shot. Yeah.
Yeah, they did a good job on that one. I think I've gotten to like this one a lot more over time. Again, this has really moved up in my ranking for Halloween movies. I think the poster with the skull and the pumpkin is one of my
Yeah.
favorites. One of my favorite
Yeah.
horror movie posters. I have nothing wrong. I got no problem with Dick Warlock's performance, actually. Yeah, he's kind of like very stiff the way and he holds the scalpel out like this. But I don't know. I feel like it feels fairly consistent, and
Yeah. We
Donald
see-
Pleasance is like the way it starts. You don't know what death is.
Yeah.
I thought was
Yeah.
great.
I mean, you see so much more of Michael in this one. So, like, we see bits where Nick Castle walks, but the way that they were editing it, you would like cut back and forth. So you're not seeing a prolonged thing. And we get all of that here. So I think that's part of like the walking performance. You know, it is what it is. But yeah,
I like when he bumps into the kid with the ghetto blaster and he keeps walking through the town and everything. I thought that was really, really cool. Oh, and one of the best jump scares is the brunette girl at the beginning, where he pops out, he pops up, and that's probably my favorite kill, actually. I
all
like
of that
one.
stuff. I really like that. The way they frame the shots, like when he stops and he's like listening to her, like a lot of that just is very congruent with the first movie. Yeah, they did a really good job continuing the story. And this is the first Halloween movie I ever saw. I saw this on television when I was a kid. So they used to do this weird thing where they would do like Halloween 2 and then Halloween and then Halloween 2 again.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre, but
it's weird.
Yeah.
Right on.
I thought you were going to talk about that stupid. When you said best jump scare, I thought you were going to go with that cat.
The cat.
No,
out of the fucking alley.
But coming in at number 1, the cat. Friday the 13th, part 2. Davey has it at 2, Matt 2, and I have it at number 1.
Oh, wow.
So, guys,
a guy named Jason put the movie with Jason at number 1.
So cliche. So cliche. Yeah, I love this one.
Predictable.
Top 4. My third favorite Friday the 13th movie goes like I like 6, 4, then 2, then 1. So I love Friday the 13th Part 2. I mean, you get Sackhead Jason. I mean, he can get clumsy, but he figures it out in the end and starts becoming really creepy. I know, Davey, you like that shot of him running towards the shack when Ginny spots him.
Oh my God. That is pure cinema.
Hot just thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I am. I am biased because my name's Jason.
You
for
bastard.
Sure. What can you say? Ginny's awesome. I love her. The way she beats him with the psychological component in the bar when she's got questions about Jason and all that kind of stuff. Paul's pretty cool. I like the characters. The kills are awesome. Me and Davey just watched this for a big marathon like only a few weeks ago. So, yeah, Friday the 13th Part 2 is just a really fun time, man, and just an upgrade from the first movie with better characters, essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love to.
Do you,
Matt?
Jason?
What you got?
Do you, Jason? Jason loves Jason. Friday the 13th Part 2 is legendary, my friends. It took what number 1 did and just fucking made it better, is what that did. It was number 1 in my franchise ranking for a while. Bounced down. Now it's at number 2, so it's still right there. Probably one of the ones I watch the most every year. I don't just watch that during Friday the 13th. That's just one I want to pop on and have a good time. Sackhead Jason, creepy as shit. Yes, he's klutzy, but I mean, it's the first time he ever did any of this stuff. He's a virgin. You gotta leave him alone. You got rat piss or Ginny piss under the bed. It's ridiculous because that is a lot of pee coming out. And Jason smelled
It's gotta be Ginny.
What the
right?
fuck?
Is it Ginny?
Ginny. Paul, fantastic. Even though Ginny doesn't help him at all, she just stands in the fucking corner while he's getting his ass beat for 10 minutes.
There's someone in this fucking room. And now I'm just gonna stand here. Good luck.
Then he pops up. Oh, come on. She fucking sucks. She sucks for the majority of this movie. And then she has sex with him. And she's
with
on
Jason?
Her fucking, no, with Paul, and she's on her freaking period and shit. Didn't even tell the guy. This is ridiculous. I'm tired.
Beware of bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They smell the menstruation.
Oh my god.
It's a good. I love the group of characters. They're fantastic. Mark in the wheelchair. One of the best deaths in the whole franchise.
Yeah.
Kind of hoped he was going to be the hero, but he didn't. I don't know. He would have had to wheel himself to victory, I guess.
Great speech by Paul too.
Yes, iconic.
And the burning kind of, again, there's similarities. The burning does a similar campfire tale. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's got to be something that people just did, right? So it's like, it's perfect. Yeah, Friday the 13th part 2. Man, I love this one. Ginny's great. Paul, I don't think he made it, unfortunately, but I liked him in the movie. Yeah, Terry. Thank you for Terry.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th part 2. Thank you so much for Terry.
Dun,
I really do appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. I like Sackhead Jason. I think it's pretty cool. I like that there's like all these different sort of eras and looks for him. So not saying like I wish he looked that way forever, but I do dig the look. And it feels really real. Like all the chase scene, all of that pursuit at the end of the movie, and Ginny's like, you know, fight with Jason. I love them running around the camp. She like knees him in the balls and everything like that. But he jumps out and surprises her. Jason, the scene that you're referencing when she's hiding in the shed and you see him running up through the window in the background. I love that so much. Oh my God. I love it when we see something that the hero doesn't see. And I think the music is great here. I think Harry did an even like a little bit of a better job, like a little more lively on the music, but I love how classic it feels. Like it's like Psycho or something like that. So
I like how she puts the sweater on and figures shit out, and I like that whole sequence, right? And it's kind of earned too because she was talking in the bar. Like if that bar scene wasn't there, it'd be kind of like,
why is she doing that?
Why is she doing that? Like
they even mention it right when she shows up, you know, that she's studying like child psychology. So
that's true
like
too.
They have these like 3 points. They're really good in each act. They make sure to like do something that calls back to a big part of her character. That's, I think, one of the reasons why we really love Ginny. It's that and the fact that she fights. You know, that's really all you need to make a final girl or guy totally awesome. Just like something interesting, and they fight.
Yeah, she's fun. You know, she's sarcastic. You gotta love her, right?
Yep.
You gotta love her, and she's they show clearly that she can take care of herself. She's got the chainsaw out, and she starting it, and you know she's like the second in command basically. No seconds for dessert for Jeff and Sandra, please.
Yeah,
what kind of camp you're running here?
You're a hard ass. You're a hot ass.
What's up with the cop, man? He just parks in the middle of the fucking road and doesn't think anything about it, huh? Jason, while leaving the car, just sitting there blocking traffic. Yeah. Terrible cop. Terrible.
Yeah. No one's going to be able to get to camp. It's dreadful.
Shape, ridiculous. Yeah. Whoa.
And Jason must have moved the car.
Yeah. How'd they get out to go to the bar? He blocked the only road. So Jason drives.
Jason must have. Yeah.
Way to go.
Jamie says Ginny has been one of my idols since I first saw the movie. I wanted to be a psychologist because of her. Yeah, I can see that, man. She's she's on the episode of Family Ties. When I went through Family Ties, it was kind of funny seeing her there because that would have been around the same time.
Yeah,
when she did that, it's kind of funny. All right, I started another person's. Oh, here we go. Billy Judd 3326 says, "I need your opinion. Do you think Paul survived or not?" I don't know. I don't think he did, and I think there is. I got the Crystal Lake Memories book. I think there's a picture there where he's like killed and stuff like that. So I think I'd have to. I don't know if I
Well,
have it
she
here right
asks. She asks about him when she's taken away after she like wakes up from the dream.
They don't say anything.
Yeah.
And they don't say anything. And then I think in the beginning of 3, do they like show him in the laying down in the shack when Jason like pulls out of frame? Because right, Jason's laying on the ground and he like pulls himself out of frame. But do we see Paul in there? I don't know. We might.
Yeah.
I
I don't know, but
don't
it's just kind of we never. But then again, you know, we never. It went with Tommy Jarvis, but we never knew what happened to Trish at all. So like she's not even mentioned again.
No.
Yeah.
Which I think that's unfortunate because I love that character. But so who knows? You know, I don't know. I don't think he survived.
No.
Myself.
And Muffin definitely didn't. That was all a dream.
Muffin.
Could make for a good fan film though. What happened to Paul and all that stuff. So Paul,
somebody was fucking
Ellie.
It reminds me of Halloween. Oh, Paul.
Always got to be a Paul.
No keys.
Fucking Annie.
There's always a Paul in a Hammer film. Hammer films always have a Paul. Yeah. There's a requirement.
Yeah, guys, that is our ranking. You guys got to let me know how you guys rank these movies, or did we forget any 1981 horror movies? I'm sure there's a lot. And when you're watching after the fact too, let me know in the comment section below, like and all that kind of stuff. I would really appreciate it. And you know, I can go for a little bit longer. I think Matt, can you still stick around, Matt, or
I can hang out for a few more minutes. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys can ask questions now, all that kind of stuff, and we can just chit chat about horror or slashers or whatever you want. I'm here for you.
I'm trying to see what other movies came out in 1981 that were any good. I know. Hell Night, but that movie was boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it.
Just Before Dawn. That one had a cool ending, but.
Thank you, Carrie. I do like my rankings. I like getting together with buddies and ranking stuff. And I've been seeing you with on Kyle's channel and on Davey's channel, Carrie. Seem like you create really good content, but I need to deep dive into your channel still. So
Scream 1981.
But I will. I'm a community builder, so I will.
Yeah, Scream 81, but I've never heard anything great about it. So really,
I've never heard of it.
You know, I think you picked a really good stable of 10 films, you know, that are definitely all worth talking about and mentioning. I need to see Just Before Dawn. I'm going to put that on my.
Madman, but I didn't like Madman too much.
I don't think I've ever seen Madman.
I think I started it. I couldn't finish it.
Yeah, I guess
is it Madman or is it Madman? He's a madman.
He's a damn madman. It's Madman
Marley. Basic. Can I ask you something that has nothing to do with horror? Of course you can. No. I'm actually a really big action guy here. I'm a big horror guy. I do comedy too on the channel. You can ask as long as it's retro. How's that?
Scanners.
I'm just kidding. You can ask me anything you want. Just
never seen it.
Which one?
Scanners.
Oh, Scanners is really good.
Yeah, I know the scene, but I've never seen the actual movie.
It's super fun. I mean, David Cronenberg and all of his like body horror and like he always had really cool practical effects.
There was a lot of good head explosions in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the effects in general, yeah. And it's got Patrick McGowan from The Prisoner, from that old show, The Prisoner. He's really good.
Final Exam. I never saw that one. I think it's on Tubi though.
I haven't seen that one
either.
That's
the one where the killer's like a maskless Michael Myers, and then he catches an arrow that's shot at him with his bare hand out of midair.
Well, that's lucky.
It's fucking terrible. People do like it, but I think it's terrible.
Well, that's lucky that he's got that talent.
He's Graduation Day.
Ali says, I love Final Exam and Graduation Day. I haven't seen either of those. There's a lot of slashers I probably haven't seen. So
Graduation Day is I think it's the killer's in a gray. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought the killer was in a gray tracksuit in Graduation Day. It was fine. Like a typical 80s slasher.
Jaeger says, Jason, you put Clint Eastwood as a favorite actor, action star, and director. Yes, they were all in my top 10. What is your favorite Clint Eastwood film he directed but didn't star in? Oh, boy, that's tough. Oh, I don't know if I have an answer for you right now, buddy. He didn't star in. Mystic River was pretty good. That was a pretty really dark drama.
Yeah, I never saw
with
that
Tim
one.
Robbins. That one was pretty good. I'm trying to think of the ones that come to mind. I haven't seen his latest ones, but he's usually in everything he directs.
Quite a bit, yeah.
But Mystic River comes to mind. But it's a good question, and I do like my Clint, man. Tell you.
Blu-ray says James Cameron's masterpiece Piranha 2: The Spawning came out in 1981. What a
really?
movie. When I watched that as a kid, when I rented
Flying
that after
fish.
seeing the original Piranha, even as a kid, I was like, well, this is fucking wild. Like fish that fly.
Flying fish, baby.
Get out. Like, what is this Super Mario weirdness I'm seeing right now?
I never seen it.
Little cheap cheeps or whatever they're called.
Sounds bad.
Jamie says, I love
You've never-
Mystic River. Worth adding to your watch list.
This is going to
Hells
depress
to the
me.
yeah.
It's going to make me so sad. Let's see here.
Oh, Bloody Birthday. I forgot about that one.
Oh, is that another 1981?
Yeah, the bastard kids. Pieces of shit. They're so evil.
I recently watched, what was it called? It's a Valentine's Day movie called Hospital Massacre.
Oh,
Did you tell me to watch that one? Yeah, X-Ray. Did you tell me to watch that one, Jason?
I don't know, but it was on my top 30. No, did it? Yeah, I did a top 30 80s slashers. It was fairly at the bottom. I thought it was okay. From what I remember, it's
slow as balls.
Yeah, but there were some good things.
Slow.
I haven't seen Bloody Birthday.
When I watched my Happy Birthday to Me, I was having flashbacks. I was like, oh my God, it's like X-Ray. I'm like, what is happening?
Another Valentine slasher.
Yeah.
Seen it once. Don't remember much about it.
I'll never watch it again.
Yeah, The Changeling's
I'll
pretty
never
good.
love again.
Yeah, The Changeling. That was
It's an interesting one.
sleeping.
It's a good haunted house kind of movie.
But The Changeling is 1980.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Horror
It's
Becomes
really
Her
good,
says,
though.
when someone mentions Tim Curry, which movie do you think of first? Clue. No, I think of It because it terrified me as a kid, but I saw it when it first came out with some friends and everything. But Tim Curry's, man, he was a great character actor, like Clue and Congo, and he's in Home Alone too. He's all sorts of stuff. But he's still my favorite Pennywise.
He's great.
I'm old, okay? So
Pennywise.
I love Pennywise.
I think of I got a really weird one. I think of National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1 because he's the secondary villain. So he's the main villain played by William Shatner. He's the right-hand man. And he has this really funny accent and he gets a lot of laughs.
I freaking love Clue, one of my top favorite movies. And how about that Maid?
Oh my gosh.
Davey knows what I'm talking about.
The Maid.
Trying to keep things together here, Jason.
I haven't seen that movie in years, man. I gotta watch some Clue. Gotta have a comedy night with Davey.
Fucking Clue.
Gonna go watch Clue and do the Fachi rub.
Wow.
Jeez.
Would you like to tell me when to stop?
I can't believe people are watching this right now.
The Maid is gorgeous. Yeah, she is. I remember her.
Yeah,
I remember her.
Gorgeous.
Jamie says my favorite Clint Eastwood directed movie is Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. I haven't seen that one, Jamie.
I haven't
check
either.
that one out.
Most of the ones I can think of are ones that he's in.
Carrie says yes, that's Colleen Camp as the hot maid. Yes, got it.
Hot.
I like saying 5 out of 5 smoke show.
Hotter than McDonald's coffee.
Wow,
how about that?
It'll burn you.
Yeah.
You know what's funny, guy? Steph, I haven't seen that movie.
I haven't either. Not the whole thing.
I've not seen Rocky Horror Show, the Rocky Picture Horror Show, but I do know some of the iconic scenes, like that people dance at it at weddings.
Oh yeah,
and all that kind of stuff.
Aren't they remaking that?
I think so. And it's the only Rocky movie that Jason hasn't seen.
Yeah.
The only movie. It's weird. People don't. A little known fact, and a lot of people don't know it. Rocky Horror Picture Show's actually He's like the season. It's the season of the witch of the franchise. It's technically a Rocky.
Rocky's in there, man. He's fighting, dance, fighting, singing.
Yeah,
the urge to sing. That's what he's fighting.
Let's do the time warp again. You get something like that. Yeah,
I've never seen Nighthawks. Have you seen Nighthawks, Davey?
Nighthawks, no.
It's a 1981 actually. Kind of, it's like a crime, like cop crime thriller with Stallone and Billy D. Williams.
Okay.
And Rutger Hauer is the bad guy in it. It's pretty good. So give it a check. You should check it out.
3 solid performers right there.
Yeah, I don't want to give the ending away, but it's got a great ending.
Like you haven't spoiled enough movies tonight.
I spoiled the fucking Prowler.
Nighthawk.
Well, it's only been on free on Tubi for how long?
25 years.
Well, Nighthawks is from the same very year. You're gonna spoil that one too. I know it's coming.
Oh my god, Jamie's
oh my
seen
gosh.
everything.
Oh
That's what
my
I love about
God.
Jamie. She's seen everything.
Dude, Christian from Planet CHH looks exactly like Sylvester Stallone in this picture that I'm seeing right now. He's even got the big glasses and everything. I love it. Oh my gosh. It's amazing.
It's turning 45 years, like the same day as Critters, I think. Turns
That's
40.
Critters.
Crazy.
Oh, Joe Spinell's in there as well. Okay, Persis
Yeah, Joe
Kambata.
Spinell's.
All
Yeah.
right.
It's a good movie, man.
Nigel Davenport. Yes. Great. I just feel like you have
Who
to say that
hasn't seen
name.
this on the Prowler? Steph says me.
Well,
you got to watch it for the kills anyway. The kills.
Oh my god, it's totally worth it.
the best part.
Totally worth it.
Who wants to fight?
Just in it, Allie, especially just whatever picture came up when I looked it up on Letterboxd. There's a picture that came up. So I'm not saying throughout the whole movie or whatever. I've never noticed it before, but oh my god, it cracks me up. I wish I could share it. I would share it with you guys, but I can't.
I just wish in the Prowler, the way he lingers on the kills so much, I don't think he was allowed to linger on the Friday 4 kills that long.
No. Things had changed.
There's literally like sawing
Titties, though,
with the
man.
machete and everything.
Titties.
Yeah, and the way he puts the pitchfork, he steps on the pitchfork into the girl's
Yeah.
and you just see blood's dripping everywhere.
That's why.
What's going on, Aaron Click? What's happening, man?
Well,
Their
in
eyeballs-
84, it was just different because they were starting to,
Crack down.
clamp down on some of it. Because all of that stuff was filmed for the final chapter. They just had to cut it out.
I have a Barry Bostwick story, but it was way too long to type out. It happened at a Comic-Con. It involves Wonder Woman, her lasso of truth, a drama kid, and my husband.
Wow.
Do I want to know?
3 guys walking to a bar.
That's awesome.
Oh, she's gonna watch The Prowler tonight. You're gonna fall
I
asleep.
think Christian's part Italian. Don't quote me on that, though. I know he's a big Canon Films guy. So he's talking
Yeah,
about,
I mean, hey,
he's
Canon
talking
is
about the
fun.
movie. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We got the Cobra. Over the top.
Had me at
So many.
You had me at
bloody titties.
bloody titties, blood, guts, and titties.
You guys. See, Allie says the Prowler is fantastic. Allie, I put it at number 4, and everyone was like, boo,
What?
boo. I was dodging tomatoes. It got wild.
It's a kill, go to sleep. A kill, go to sleep. That's what it is.
Yeah, he is a big Sly guy. Yeah, he loves Sly. That's what I'm known for, is the Sly Man. You're so sly.
Sly man.
Paul says, just follow Tim Curry on Instagram and Michael Keaton.
The Keat, the bat.
Yeah, Michael Keaton, I
dude.
was listening to on a podcast, and it was very fascinating what he said about Beetlejuice, where what's his name, Tim Burton. He didn't really have he just told Keaton to run with it, and Keaton pretty much just, I don't know what you want out of this. He goes, you have full reign, run, and he just ran with that character, and it's kind of interesting to see how he talking about how he created that character from an actor's point of view, the performance and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Keaton is great. He's awesome.
Oh yeah, he
man.
can play anything.
Super solid.
He's super versatile.
Versatile.
I don't think so. Demolition Man 2 seems kind of irrelevant in this. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we will.
At this point, they would just reboot it. They wouldn't
There's a
call
lot
it
of-
2. They would just call it Demolition Men. or
There's
Women.
a lot of fake news out there, guys.
Women.
That's like Davey would probably attest to this. There's a lot of fake news. If it's not coming from
Yeah.
Bloody Disgusting or Variety or something
Yeah.
like that, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, and usually Bloody Disgusting is reporting from Hollywood Reporter, Variety, or Deadline. So it's like, yeah, one of those reputable sources. You know, sometimes we hear those rumors and they end up being true. You know, somebody really does have a jump on something, but I don't believe it until I see it from a reputable.
This is a cool question, actually. Ali says we need a Cobra 2, but I doubt we'll get it. Yeah, probably won't. But I've got an outline to a script where I'm playing inside the Cobra world. I'll just say that. I'm kind of writing I got this kind of action movie idea. Centers around a young female cop, but it plays in the Cobra world, and I think it'll be pretty cool. I'm already working on one script right now, so that's just an idea I have. But yeah, I think it'd be fun to write in that world.
Mm-hmm. Just make sure her pants are as tight as Sylvester Stallone's were in Cobra.
Don't worry.
Tightest pants ever.
We are casting. I don't know.
I don't know. Somebody.
Someone.
No.
What about Dark Knight of the Scarecrow? I haven't seen it, Billy Judd. I have not seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
Made for TV movie. A lot of people do dig it. I thought once again it was slow.
Uh-oh.
And there's like no gore or anything, so
Oh yeah, because it's a TV movie.
yeah.
What the heck?
Did I miss something Bateman would do with it? I think I missed. You guys are talking to yourselves, so it's good.
Bateman or Batman?
No, Bateman.
Michael Keaton is Jason Bateman.
I'm Batman. That's what my kids come up to me all the time. I'm Batman. They go, I'm Batman. Jamie says I'd be angry at a Clue remake. It's a classic. I saw it in the theater. I don't see why you'd have to remake that. Is the game even relevant anymore? Like, does anybody? Do the kids now play Clue?
We have
maybe not the kids, but
we don't play it though.
Fuck the kids. You know what I mean?
Let's play.
We're talking about American Psycho. Is that what we're talking about? I don't care for Christian Bale. He rubs me the wrong way.
Oh, here we go again.
What?
He rubs
just
me.
rubbing. I'm sick and tired of this.
More. He needs to do the Facci rub.
The Christian Bale.
Everybody do the Facci rub.
Ali says, I love Dark Knight of the Scarecrow.
Everybody do the Facci
I like
rub.
shitty movies, though. She says.
Not as much as I do.
Hey, that's true. I mean, you know, at least you kind of know that about yourself. I feel the same way about certain things. Like, I don't know, certain movies that are, I mean, obviously The Evil Dead, it's one of my top 5. It's not like a beautiful looking movie or anything like that. I really love that movie Blood Beat. Have you guys seen Blood Beat?
I haven't seen Blood Beat.
Dude, so Ben Grimm mentioned it on the Discord and we watched it during last Christmas because it takes place like around that time of year. Super low budget, but really good. I mean, very fucking bizarre and weird. Yes, very bizarre and weird, but my cup of tea, I'll say that. I have to double down on saying how weird it is because it's out there, but I loved it. Blood Beat.
Blood Beat. I'll have to check it out. Let me see here. I'm starring some of these, so I don't miss them. Paula says the Chuck Norris stream looks interesting. Oh, my tier ranking coming up. Yeah, I got a lot of movies to kind of rewatch. Some I don't have to rewatch, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I've been honoring Chuck a lot lately. It's really big part of my childhood, that guy. So love his stuff. Even Matt likes some Chuck, man. He likes Silent Rage.
I like Silent Rage and Sidekicks. I love Sidekicks.
Sidekicks is fun. It is. It's fun. I love the Chuck. I heard another cool one. Chuck Norris had a bear rug, or a bear rug in his living room, It was the bear was too scared to move. Or something. My favorite is Chuck Norris told a woman to calm down, and she did.
Yeah,
She did.
those are dangerous words to say to a lady.
Calm down.
Be careful.
Very dangerous.
Be careful saying those words. Yes.
Relax.
Take
Oh,
it
see,
easy. Holy
tell me-
shit, you might be dead after saying take it easy.
What the fuck
Yeah,
did
you
you
don't.
say?
I've been married almost 20 years. I know not to say those things. You shouldn't
Yeah.
feel this way. Oh fuck. Nope. I know.
Relax.
I know my place.
Yeah.
Happy wife is happy life.
They have it all. Ladies got it all figured out, don't they?
Prince, my man, how you doing? I didn't shut my mouth about Chuck. Good shit of a stream last week. Ain't that right, Jason? Yeah, we had a blast watching Invasion USA. You guys were awesome in my chat. Love doing that kind of stuff. I guess great segue. Davey, I'll start with you. What do you got coming up on the channel?
So I've got I'm doing a watch party, a live watch party of Fuck It, Scream 7 this weekend. The folks reached a super chat goal last night, and that was the stipulation. So I think I'm going to be doing that. It looks like it's going to be tomorrow night. I gave them an option between Friday or Saturday. Most people picked tomorrow. And then I don't know what I'm going to do for the weekend, but I got to figure something out. Coming up, we're going to do like a final guy tier maker ranking. That'll be really cool. I've done a couple streams where we've gone through every year in horror. So far, we've gone through 1980 through 2025 with people voting on the best horror movie that year. We're going to do a 1960 to 1979, and then we're going to turn it into this big bracket fucking free for all. It's going to be super cool. So a lot of different stuff coming up. So yeah, subscribe if you haven't already, and come on over and hang out.
Yeah, he's awesome, guys. If you like followers of my channel, if you don't know Davey, he's pretty awesome live shows and all that kind of stuff. Pretty informative. He's the
Thanks,
man,
man.
guys. He's the man. Yeah. So, and my brother down here for what 6 years now, Matt. We've been going on.
Yep.
Crazy, man. How long we've known each other. What do you got coming up, dude?
Next week, doing 10 movies, 10 horror sequels that we hate. It's going to be myself and Destiny, continuing along our little series we've been doing. It's actually harder than I thought it was going to be, and I don't even know if I can come up with 10, but I'm going to do my best to find them. After that, Nick, Lost River Drive-In's joining me for 10, what we were talking about earlier, kind of 10 horror movies that should be remade. So we're going to be talking about that. And then I'm still working on my top 25 horror remakes video, or it'll be a live stream, but still watching as many as I can. I think I'm up to like 40 remakes I watched so far. I got a couple more, and I think I'm probably just going to cut it out because there's a lot of remakes, and I don't really want to sit through some of the shitty ones, if I'm being honest. So I'm
looking forward to that.
There's a lot, so
yeah, there's a lot of them. Looking forward to that, man.
Thanks.
And me, I did something on my channel recently called Rewind Roulette, where we spin the wheel and I just pick a VHS tape that was on the wheel and I talk about it for a bit. I think I can improve that little show. But at the end, I said whatever it lands on, we're gonna do a watch party of, and it landed on E.T. So Saturday night, we are watching E.T. on the channel, guys. The Fleck from Another World, Kyle is gonna join me for that. So it will be he'll be coming on. We're gonna do some E.T. and then my my new show, my new podcast, whatever you want to call it, Action Movies Reloaded, will be debuting next Thursday with RoboCop, with special guest Davey Deathray and Nick from the Movie Ranker. We had a blast recording that episode. That's going to be the first one, and I hope you guys like the new podcast. We had a lot of fun, me and Davey, doing it. So that will be coming next week, and there'll be a Critters watch party next Saturday as well.
Solid.
And I'm trying to get I spent all winter watching every season of 24. So I'm trying to get a ranking out that will be pre-recorded of ranking all 9 seasons of the show 24, which is my favorite show. I love Kiefer Sutherland, love that show. So that's what's coming up for now.
1999 to rent the Scream 7.
I will have a link that I'm going to share tomorrow. So if you come on over, you're going to want to use a browser like Brave, or something that has pop-up blockers, but I will be sharing a certain site, you know. Yeah, one of those. You know,
I've heard of them.
No one cares about me, so I get to do stuff like that on YouTube, I guess.
Never heard of them.
Oh, and just note my Critters watch party, because I have Brian Lomax on, and he's from the UK. It's gonna be at 2 p.m. guys, Eastern Standard Time. So for all you UK British fans of my channel, all that kind of stuff, you can join us for that for sure.
Show.
Okay, I pinned some more here. Blu-ray says, I really like Missing in Action and Delta Force as a kid. I haven't rewatched them in a long time though. Yeah, they're fun, man. They're really fun.
Delta Force for sure.
Carrie says, never tell us to calm down, because we will not calm down. Oh, I know. I haven't married quite some time, so
yeah,
I know. The Prince says, Jace, if you were to direct a debut feature film, you're in the director's chair, what would be your subgenre, plot, and direction, and what would be the movies that will inspire by you for your movie? My subgenre, wow, I got a lot of different script ideas and outlines on my computer. I got one called The Basement, which is going to be a horror film, kind of like The Conjuring mixed with a Mike Flanagan kind of style with themes of grief. But I'm 188 pages into one right now, Prince. It's more like a series, like a 6 episodic series about a blues player who left home, comes back to his town in Mississippi, and sees it being controlled by a landowner and a corrupt preacher. And it's basically all about how the blues music is, they keep it they keep this town like they don't want any blues music being played. They only get to play on Saturday night, and he comes up and just stirs stuff up. Doesn't like seeing his town like this, and it's kind of like a redemption story. And I got characters and all sorts of stuff like that are part of it. Actually, if you guys want to just hold on a minute, Prince, hold on a minute here. I don't know if I have it on my computer or not. A picture. I got ChatGPT to make me a picture, because I'm not an artist, guys. So. But I described every character and what they look like. I hope I can find it for you guys. It's kind of fun, actually. Thought I had it here. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, Prince is putting together a spreadsheet. No problem, he's taking care of all of he's putting all our answers in there. Davey wants to make some fucking George Romero stupid zombie thing, man. No, I think that's what I said. I think I said it just like that too. What I want to do is
I want to make a slasher. What a shocker.
No, there's a slasher.
I got an idea for one of those already.
Too.
Yeah, that would be.
I'll tell you about my slasher idea in a minute.
I'd like to do some spooky, like you guys were talking about The Changeling. Like, I love those kinds of movies. Like, I really like that spooky, slow burn, haunted house spirit trying to find justice kind of shit. I don't know what it is. It really gets me going. You know what I mean?
Gears.
Okay, guys. So I'll kind of explain this a little bit. So this is this character here is Elijah Delta Cry Crow. And this is kind of like his ex-love, and he comes back to town. They're kind of, he left on really bad terms and stuff like this. I don't want to give too much away, but that her name's Jesse Morganfield. This character's kind of, I based off Chuck Norris right here. This kind of he's an ex-soldier. Anyways, it's I really like this little, and this is like where this is the juke joint, Lucille's. and all that. But it's called Delta Cry Crow. So that's kind of when you play the blues, you play with fire. I'm a musician and a blues player, guys, so I kind of took that part of me and part of the action genre and kind of mixed it into this little. I'm really digging the script right now. I really am. I hope everyone else like. I am going to send it to some people, but yeah, that's what I've been working on now, Prince. But my slasher idea is actually from a Alice Cooper song. I don't know if you guys know the song "Roses on White Lace."
No.
So it's basically Alice Cooper wrote a song called "Roses on White Lace," and it's all about a guy kills a bride on her wedding night, and he strips them of their skin. It's like I
Wow.
took your evil for whatever. And I was actually thinking
Grim.
I'd love to make a slasher movie about that concept of maybe he was, you know what? Maybe he was cheated on the night of his wedding or something. So he now, I know that sounds pretty cliche, but
well, have you seen Skinner with Ted Raimi?
No, I haven't,
dude. It's not like the same exact. Well, I mean, it's about a serial killer that skins people to like make a suit, a whole body suit. It's friggin' crazy, dude. It is crazy, but it's like kind of funny and sort of like, you know, cheesy, like purposely cheesy. It's a fun one. Skinning, that's brutal, dude. That is brutal, Jason.
Yeah, so it's an Alice Cooper song called "Roses on White Lace," and one of the lines is roses on white, they won't wash away. In my mind, blood drips look like roses on white lace. So
okay.
And he's like, I took your evil skin away. And it's like, so dead upon the bed, still looking for your head.
I'll have to check that one out. I don't know.
Yeah, but it would make a great slasher. Like, and I thought, what if the final girl was like, she organized weddings? She's like a wedding shower kind of, a wedding. And I don't know. I was toying with the idea, but I said that would make a cool slasher film that we haven't seen before. For sure. So I think Matt had to go, everyone.
Oh shoot. Well, bye, Matt. I'm sorry. Oh, Cat knocked over her shit. Okay. Yeah. We gotta bring, come on, Fachi.
Carrie says looks like cool as hell. Oh my god. Typing. Yeah, I wish I could show you guys all the script right now, but I'm still writing it. It's long as hell. Like,
well, you know what? I got a good piece of advice from somebody, this Jacob Hare. He's a supervising director on Rick and Morty. And he told me, got to do an interview with him, and I was like, started to tell him about my zombie idea or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know what? He's like, don't. He's like, he goes, I have these ideas, and he's like, I feel like the more I talk about them, the less I'm going to do them. You know, it's kind of cool to be able to like hide a little bit of it, you know? Yeah. And then when you're ready to put it out there in the world, it's like, boom, this awesome thing that's like, you know, ready to be unleashed.
Well, another thing too is that it's all visual with me. Like I can, when I'm writing, I'm like, I'm like, I even know my character. I even know how he smokes a cigarette. Like he has it between his fingers and he sits like this and he leans back at it. Like I got everything figured out, his mannerisms and everything. I go, and chances of it being made, guys, is not going to happen, but I would love to see some people who are connected to read it. And if they ever wanted to do anything with it, I'd be totally game. Yeah. You know, I'm not going to be that. I just like writing right now.
Like what
right. So,
I'm writing my stuff not for the purposes of making a movie. Like if that happens, that would be cool. But what I'm actually writing is like a graphic novel kind of thing. And I'd love to do like a motion comic with it. Something that's like a comic book, but still digital. That's what I would like to start with. And then if it could be turned into something from there. But yeah, films are tough.
Yeah.
They cost a lot of money.
I'm kind of the same way right now, but that's what I'm currently. During when I was kind of gone on YouTube in the winter, that's what I was doing a lot of the time. I was writing. I was just blasting this thing out. And I'm at 188 pages now, and I'm not even done yet. Like, and so it's kind of like, and I even got some cool action stuff in there and I was like, cool. But it's actually a really It's actually a romance because when Elijah Crow comes back and he's united with Jesse, there's this really kind of tension between them. And it's him kind of breaking her wall down, and it really is a love story that's beaten underneath. And when I'm writing it, I'm going, I'm getting kind of emotional. That's what I mean. I'm kind of scared of people reading it too, because in case it's kind of like, this sucks.
Well, I mean, I think the key is like to find out, like when you reach a spot where you're like, this is done, or at least this part of the story is done, then you do like another pass yourself.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
Or you if you have a writing buddy or a partner that you can pass it to them and you trust them, and they can be like, hey, these are the changes I made. You still have your original or whatever. Something like that could be like useful, I think.
But I started out writing, so like the one I wrote for you, Davey, for you to star in, like that was just a short thing, a concept I came up with, and I was like, I like this. So I wrote it out really quickly, and I was just like, and I just go, I see Davey in this for some reason.
Dude, I'm totally game. I'm just waiting. You know, I don't have an agent or anything like that. If somebody wants me to be in their little movie, like I'll be in your movie.
But again, writing's like playing music, right? It's playing music, writing. It's a mood thing for me. Once it hits, and then I got to do it. But it's pretty cool though. Princess, what would you say would be a great vinyl pickup for someone who's new to collecting vinyls? Rock album, to be specific, an essential must-have in your opinion. Muddy Waters' Hard Again. It's one of the greatest blues albums of all time, and Johnny Winter produced it, and he wanted to sound like the old 50s blues album, so he used certain mics here, all live off the floor. Could you imagine that, guys?
Yeah,
they don't do that no more. Like that's music. Rainbow's Long Live Rock and Roll is excellent. That's an excellent rock album. So many, man.
Prince, you should get Jailbreak by Thin Lizzy.
You sure can, Steph. You can be dead person in my slasher. You can be the bride. How's that?
Skin me.
Yeah. I haven't even worked on that one yet. That's one that's just kind of in my brain. And I do have a Friday idea too, where this guy's getting divorced. Like he's pretty much just signing divorce papers now, and his buddies take him out to the woods for the weekend, cheer him up, all that kind of stuff. And you see the point of view of the killer, or you see almost like somebody watching the killer. You know what I mean? So there's this one killer that's taken them all out, and right at the end, the killer gets taken out. So, surprise, that killer ends up being Jason. So the point of view, there was a guy killing, but he wasn't Jason. The point of view was Jason watching this guy. And at the end, you see a guy just sitting there. All the cruisers are there. He's at the lake and all that kind of stuff. And then the FBI agent comes walking up, and you see him walking up and the sheriff is kind of like, I knew you'd show. And it ends up being Trish is an FBI agent and Tommy is the sheriff.
Oh, wow.
So that was my Friday the 13th fan film kind of idea. I always saw Trish as an FBI, like someone who went to New York and wanted to catch serial killers because what happened to her, wanted to protect people. And so
they never gave her anything. They sort of like in part 5, they're like, oh, is that the kid, or Jason murdered that kid's like friends and family or something like that. But they don't specify, you know.
No problem, Matt. I want to thank you for bringing me on. Sorry, my cat's an asshole. That's okay.
They are that way, but oh my God, cats are just the best. I love them so much. I don't even care. Like, be an asshole. Like, whatever you want.
Horror Becomes Her says, go over your writing 5 times, edit 8 times, and pass it on to your better readers. I have read So Drafts helped with editing. I've done thousands of book reviews. So if you ever need help, oh, cool. My wife's a writer too. She wrote a book. She wrote an erotic thriller. And when I tell you girls, ladies, when I say erotic, I'm saying like,
hands drippingly erotic, like you're slipping out of your seat. You're getting so squishy.
it's gonna get you pretty hot. It's gonna melt you, ladies.
It's gonna be like that scene where Jason's running up behind Ginny in the shack. Oh my god! I do declare, Mr. Beauregard.
Oh, sorry, Edgar, I didn't get your question here. Jason, will the 24 rank include Redemption and Legacy? No, unfortunately. I can't find the movie Redemption. And Legacy, I'm not going to bother watching. I heard it was terrible. And just the Jack Bauer seasons. Yes, it will include Live Another Day, for sure. Carrie says, I think I would hide somewhere in a horror movie and they just figure out why I was hiding first place. I'd survive by default. She says, Kim, the salty made me think of a movie, Jennifer's Body, for some reason.
Feeling salty.
I think it's on Amazon. It's under an alias. Her name's Connie, but it's called Sarah Williams. That's her writing name. It's called Don't Look Back, I believe. It's yeah, let me, if you end up finding it, I should really pin it in my comment section. I should do that. I'll do that sometime, guys, in future streams. Oh yeah, it's way better than 50 Shades. It's actually a suspenseful thriller with a killer too. It's just not a sexual book. It's about a woman starting over again, and she goes back to clean up her cottage that was left to her by family. And there's a killer on the loose in this small town, and she's just trying to rediscover herself again. And an old boyfriend, or an old boyfriend's brother or something like I believe, shows up and just is the man, ladies. I'll just say this: there is a boathouse scene. Puts 50 Shades the shame. I'm telling you that right now.
Just coming all over.
Literally.
Guys, let me know if you want me to read the book on my channel. I'll read it for members only, so that way YouTube won't hate me. And I'll put on a sexy voice.
Princess Davy, since you have experienced the Filipino culture, what's a culture shock that genuinely surprised you? And I hope you tried, what's that, pancit before, or noodle dish?
Really, it was just no culture shock at all, Prince, because I just, growing up in Southeast Alaska, there's a big native culture, there's a big contingent of Filipino people there as well, and there's a bunch of white people, and that's pretty much it there in in Southeast, or at least in Juneau where I grew up. So no culture shock. It was really just experiencing the food and having friends that are Filipino, and I grew up Catholic, so grew up around a lot of Filipino kids, so everything was just growing up.
Carrie says, does she rediscover herself by getting stabbed by the killer? No, but there was
she gets stabbed by the other guy.
Yeah, when she was writing it, she would read me the chapters, like chapter by chapter, and one chapter I was like, yeah, that's suspense work there. I really like that. I'd be like, I like that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then another chapter, you'd be like, babe, I need like 5 minutes with you. Put the book down.
You have no idea. Jaeger says, this was fun, guys. I have to go. I have an assignment to complete. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for coming out. I got doing ET Saturday night. If anyone's, I know it's not, don't usually do family movies, but I am a kind of 80s channel, so it does fit. But hey, we spun the wheel. It landed on ET in the background there. ET sitting comfortably right there. You can't see that though, fortunately, but
take care, Jaeger.
Paula Fitzhenry says, anyone seen Hell of a Summer yet? I haven't.
I did not hear good things about that one, but I should still give it a shot. I like Finn Wolfhard. And
the Destination Stage said, what's up, fellas? What is up?
Destin, what's happening?
You guys been great tonight, by the way. Thank you all for your engagement. I love engagement. I love engagement, seeing you guys talk to each other. I'm pretty sure Davey brought most of you in here, but all of you who follow my channel, yeah, I really appreciate it. We're getting on 2 hours here now, though, guys. I'm probably gonna have to go pretty soon.
I don't know if Fauci's coming back.
Steph says, wait, when's the ET watch party? This Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
There you go.
Carrie says you're probably on the Fauci's chat. Oh, probably talking to someone. Yeah, Fauci, yeah, he posted this to his channel, I believe, too. So Chester said, was Halloween 2 mentioned? Love that movie. You don't know what death is. Yeah, it came in at number 2.
Oh, yeah.
Davey, what time is the
that's gonna
Scream
be
7?
Yeah, that'll be tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern. And I will have, it's $20 to like rent it digitally right now. I will have a link. Just make sure you've got a web browser with a pop-up blocker, or you're using the Brave browser. But I'll have a link for you guys.
And also, guys, with my Invasion USA watch party, I fixed my phone, the browser, so I will be posting the movie actually on the screen. Small. It will just be a little small window, but at least it gives you something to see if you're not watching along. And I find the watch parties a lot of fun that way. I've only had to take one video down so far of doing that, and that was The Thing. I guess my TV was just a little too big, and they didn't like that. It's got no volume on it, so I encourage you still to. Yeah, I don't care at this point anymore. If I have to take a watch party down, I'll take it down and just do it again.
Yeah, what would suck is if they took you down midstream, but I guess it would have to be pretty egregious for them to do that.
I have never had it happen, Davey.
That's good.
And in fact, the thing went through. It was like 6 months after.
Yeah.
Tell me how that works.
Doing something right.
Princess, free website will always be my number one companion. Love you, Davey Doo.
Davey Doo. There you go. There's a little Scooby for you. Maybe.
Come on, Scoob. Let's get some deet. Princess Jason, the Philippines is a great vacation spot for your consideration. I would love it if I could afford it.
Yeah.
Things are freaking expensive now, guys, here. And like in Canada, our gas is like $1.88 a liter. That's
I don't even know what a liter is. So
I think I heard on the news that if you guys your price is about 30 cents cheaper than ours, so it'd be like $1.50 a liter.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like I don't know what it is for gallons for you guys, but probably 3 something, eh?
No, it's close to 5 here in Phoenix.
That's expensive.
I'm not joking at all. Super spendy.
Wow.
Not even the most expensive in the country, probably. Yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. That's why I don't drive anywhere,
Well,
Paul
says love Scooby Doo. Yeah, I love Scooby Doo too.
Yeah. Measurements are hard to determine. Yeah. Have you seen that Nate Bargatze SNL skit where he plays like an American general during the Revolutionary War?
No.
Oh, and it's all about the weird ways that like we measure things and all that stuff. He'll be like, we won't use a kilometer, we'll use a mile. And they're like, and how many feet are in a mile? No one knows. It's hilarious. Got to check it out. 375 in Ohio. There you go.
That's pretty high too, though. So what is that? Like,
I think it's
how many gallons fills your guy's car? Because my car takes about 60 liters.
Mine's mine is probably like 30 some gallons. So yeah, it sounds like a liter is, let's see here, liter to gallon. Yeah, so a liter is just like 1/4, just over 1/4 of a gallon.
Okay.
So yeah, the gas for like that's pretty expensive.
Well, it jumped up. I don't ever want to get political on this show, guys, but I'll just say,
my God, get ready.
Did the stuff once the stuff in Israel and the States went down and all that.
That's how it always goes. It's how it always goes, right?
The the gas just shot up 30 cents overnight for us. So it went from like $1.48 to $1.80 or $1.70. Now it's increasingly getting just holy frick. Oh well.
What can you do? Is Matt coming back? Matt, where are you?
I don't think he is. No.
Okay.
Ali says take me $45 to fill up right now. It's probably gonna cost. It cost me $70 to $80 to fill up.
Yeah.
Your guys' money is worth more, right? So
yeah, it's about
like that's what I mean.
Me.
Like this service right now, StreamYard, cost me $61. It says 40. What is it? 40 something, but I got to pay the.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of shitty, but it's the way it is. Hey, what can you do?
That's just the way it is. Right.
But you know, you guys don't want to hear my sob stories, but it is. I got a good job though. Right?
Everyone deals with it, right? I just think it's something most people can relate with. Like, even if you're, regardless of what your financial situation is, the price of gas is out of control. You know, it's like, it's just too much. But hey,
Steph says, "Oh my god, have you seen the movie The Stuff?" Yeah, I reviewed The Stuff actually, and I thought it was kind of a terrible movie. But I mean, they made a stand to hold their movie.
Yeah,
it is, but I just didn't find it worked at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I like that it's standalone. I don't need any more. But the one main guy just cracked me up the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, shoot.
Well,
is
guys,
it about that time?
I think it's about that time. But you know, 26 people still here. That's awesome. Wow. Love you all. I had a great night. Davey, this was awesome, man. Thank you for being so awesome with your time. I know you don't have a lot of it, so thank you. You know, love collaborating with you and Matt. It's always a good time, and it's it's a lot of fun seeing everyone in here and just chatting up some horror, and we'll do it again.
Hell yeah.
We'll have to do a comedy, man. We'll have to do a comedy night.
Yeah, we can do that.
It'd be fun. A little bit of Who's Harry Crumb, baby.
I love Who's Harry Crumb. God, I love that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. Thanks, Allie. It's a great stream. Have a great night,
everyone. Allie.
Yeah, you too. And keep in mind, guys, Saturday I'll be watching E.T. Scream 7 over at Davies tomorrow. So lots of streams if you guys
plenty
like
of stuff
that stuff
to watch.
Plenty. Just gotta find my end card here, guys. My end card, because I am going to say good night and God bless to you all. So
and don't forget to do the Facci rub. Ow!
My name is Jason. You've been watching Backtrack Cinema, the best retro channel out there, at least in the top 50 anyway. And I'll see you next time, and I'll see you guys in the movies. Cheers.
Take care, y'all.